A lot of drum in there, man. It's freaking thick, dude. I gotta... Hello, does anybody see me? Yeah, come over here. It's always been weird to me that they'll tail, which means they're feeding on something, and they want to be finicky on other stuff. You seen it? Yeah. They're from this point all the way back. I've had a couple little taps, and they do that when they're being real finicky. They just kind of taste it, you know? If you've ever been in a lot of black drum and you can't get them to hit, I got a few little tips for you today that we had to go to today in order to get them to actually hit. Still was a slow bite, but we did end up with quite a few nice drum. My favorite place to target them, especially this time of year, all the way to, I guess, early winter, is going to be in the back lakes. You can see them put their tails up, you know, all across that thing. And you get into a good amount of them, and all they're doing is just barely tapping your bait. They're not really trying to eat it. So most of the time what I do, I start off cutting the shrimp in half, and that usually works pretty good on drum. Even the good keeper size drum, they have a little bitty mouth, and I just feel like that half shrimp is easier for them to eat. Well, today that wasn't really working out for us, so we had to actually peel the shrimp, and that started working. It sounds kind of ridiculous that you would have to do that for a fish to eat, you know, but I've seen it work many times. My buddy Craig talked me into it one day. He's catching them, and I'm not catching any. And I looked over at him and I said, "Are you peeling that shrimp?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm peeling it." He said, they'll hit it better when they're finicky. And so ever since that day, it's been stuck in my head that if I can't get them to hit, I'm gonna try peeling the shrimp. Keep in mind that we are on anchor. We're in the same spot. We're in a little cove that's not very big, and it's not like we're, you know, just getting into the fish and we're starting to get hit. It was a for sure pattern that they wanted a peeled shrimp today. So try it next time. I use the Texas raised HEB shrimp. You need to get a shrimp that is native to our area. Don't get any of the imported shrimp because of the diseases that they can transfer over to our water. When I'm fishing this shallow, like 12 inches or less, the easiest, best way to catch them is just with a jig head. 1/8 ounce is all the weight you need. I actually use a 1/16. You can just tie it straight to your main line. I don't use popping corks when I'm that shallow because I have seen it spook the fish, you know, too often. I have seen them go up towards the cork and then spook off. So I do fish on the bottom with a jig head for them. So now that you have switched to the peeled shrimp, it doesn't mean that the bite's going to be fantastic. They're still going to just, you know, barely tap it. You're not really going to feel them eating it very strong or very hard. So what you need to do is wait for them to pull the rod tip down steadily. Or like today, a lot of times they were just putting a bunch of slack in the line. So some people are a little impatient and they try to set the hook too early, and you'll never catch them. So what you need to do, if you're kind of like that, which I used to do it too, you know, if you're holding the rod and they're giving it little thumps and little bumps, and if you're setting the hook on that little first bump, you're not going to catch them on a day when they're being real finicky. A good idea is to put the rod in the rod holder and leave it alone. Leave just a little bit of slack in your line, just a slight bow, and wait for that line to get tight and wait for your rod to start to bend. That is when you set the hook on them. Also, I did get my captain's license, so I will be guiding from the boat, and my new website's up and running. Thank you to my good buddy Timmy for helping me build my new website. I will guide from the boat primarily, and maybe in the future I'll try to do kayak trips and boat trips. As of right now, I'm just going to start guiding from the boat. I do have quite a few kayak trips lined up that I will, you know, take care of, and then I'm gonna try to just guide in the boat for a while. The wind has been brutal on my customers over and over again in the kayak trips. We get it done, you know. We usually have a good time. It's really fun to catch fish out of a kayak, but a lot of times we're spending more time kayaking than we are fishing because the wind is just kicking our butts out there. And for me as a guide, I want my customers to be able to fish. I want to be able to keep them in the fish and not have them struggle as much. So that's why I'm switching over to the boat, see how things go, and just take it from there, you know, one day at a time and one trip at a time. I look forward to the new memories and adventures that we will share in the boat, just as good as we've shared in the kayaks. It's been really, really great, really awesome. I do really appreciate all my customers and all of y'all for watching. Thanks for watching, and tight lines. There you go.
Oh, he came off.
He got off?
Yeah.
That's all right though, that was fast, man.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, he's still on there. He was swimming towards you. Where's he going? There he is. Drum. No, it's a freaking gar.
Alright, what's the best way to...
They usually will kind of open their mouth and put your grips on his bottom lip.
Okay.
And then get the hook out. Just kind of leave him in the water.
Okay.
See how he's opening his mouth? You can grip him on his bottom lip. I'm getting hit again. Golly. Oh, that's a better one. What is that? Another gar? Oh, man. Golly. Yeah, he's not exactly what we want to catch. If y'all don't get any hits soon, you can move to that back shoreline. I've seen a couple tails and there's some wakes on it too. Oh, here we go. He messing with it. Yeah, he messing with it. Did he eat it? Yeah, he picked it up. Yep. Good drum too. That's the size we're looking for. Oh yeah. Nice drum, man. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. They're loaded in this little pocket right here.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good drum too.
Yeah, I saw that one you just lifted.
Yeah. You could anchor like on the right of me a little bit.
Okay.
And aim towards that point.
Okay.
You can anchor like right there.
Okay.
They're all around these 2 points.
Yep.
And in that pocket inside, you'll see their tails come up. If you just keep scanning across, there went one just come up. It's just a brief moment, but way out in the open,
Yep.
you see it?
Yeah.
We have a minor feeding period at about 8:30.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll turn them on a little better a little bit later. And sometimes I'll peel the shrimp when they get that finicky.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do right now. Just use the body. He ate that peeled shrimp pretty fast. Yeah. There you go. We're fixing to be doubled up. Yeah, it's a nice one, man.